What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm here today at the Slog. If you've watched my last couple videos, it's kind of like a natural progression. I started at County Crossing, kind of just been working my way up the road. So I'm excited to show you guys what I did here. I open it up to this little, I don't even know, just a bunch of signs. Signs I thought would be really cool to have. I'm excited to show you guys like how I pathed everything, how I made the walls, where I put everybody. I've been terraforming a lot more now in my newer videos that I have yet to make, but in my newer settlements I've been working on, I should say, I've been working on more terraforming and really focusing on where, like, how I build things and like playing with the terrain and everything like that. So I kind of flattened this area out to build a little Bunker Hill area. So this is where the traders, or I guess people on break, will come and hang out. They'll sell their stuff. You know, they got beds, seats, the whole nine. The main attraction, and not the main attraction, but the prettiest attraction, the Adam Cat's Garage. If you remember my Hangman's Alley video, I had a homie in there. Oh, goodness. working the Adam Cat's Garage at Hangman's, carne asada. Offered him a job up here in the countryside, you know, kind of away from downtown Boston, away from the danger. It's kind of a hard deal to pass up. So I'll show you guys the inside here in a sec. But this little area, I guess the door's already open. I hope all the doors aren't open. Sometimes you'll like show up to the settlement, all the doors are open. It's kind of weird. But this is where one of the ghouls stay. I only designated a handful of beds. Other than that, they all have their own personality, so I kind of just let them pick and choose where they'd stay. But this one, you know, they have simple tastes. I'll go ahead and show you the inside of the Adam Cat's Garage. Show you some of the little details in here. What is this, the T60? I'm not good with numbers. The XO1, I know that one. With the custom paint jobs, so anybody looking for armor, you know, they stop in here. Looking for a suit, they'll stop in here. The homie Arlen is like stuck fixing this thing, so I figured I'd give him more wrenches and have him help Carne out. That way, you know, 2 hands are better than one. 4 hands are better than 2. Something like that. Let me show you where Carne stays. He stays up here. Oh goodness, it's all blurry outside. I guess he's got a little side business going. You know, you got to do what you got to do in the wasteland to survive. A couple other things he brought with him. And the essentials, you know. Cool little view of what's to come. Let's make our way back down. So yeah, I'm really happy with like how the fence worked out, you know, the things I decided to put here. One of the main attractions, if you've ever been to the Slog, is the tarberry. So I wanted to find a way for them to not only like harvest it, you know, and sell it, but maybe they'd build a restaurant around it. Maybe. This is, I didn't give it a name. Maybe we'll call it Wise Man's Place. My favorite thing about this little restaurant is actually this view I made. Well, I didn't make it, but I built around it with the bar. I thought it's a cool little area, you know, for people to sit out, kind of enjoy nature, as scary as it is in this game. I put a little backdrop here on the side, give them a little city vibe, because you know all these people were around before the war, so this is kind of like what places would have, I guess, been looking like. Not this kind of like worn down, but you got to build with what you got, you know. I made a little patio area, so they'll come and sit out here by the candlelight, you know, overlooking the water. Very romantic. The homie, I think his name is Rob, has all the bar essentials, all the drinks, all the quick snacks, some food from earlier, shotgun in case things get a little too rowdy in here. He's got to keep order. Trays and, the lot. Through here, this is where the workbench is. So if you know the area, that's where we're at. I built this little easy access stairwell for them to harvest the tarberry and then bring it up and, store it, cook with it, whatever they want to do. This is a real like farm to table type of operation. So as you can see, we've got the Brahmin back there. We've got the not so fortunate Brahmin in here. Grill. Little chef's table. A little advertising, never hurt anybody. This little area. So, this room, I should say. If you pay attention to the things that a lot of the ghouls say, they're worried about the Brotherhood. They're being hunted down in a way. So, I built an area in case the ghouls ever got a hold of one of them. Just wanted to learn some things or ask a couple of questions, one way or the other. A place to store some plants and maybe some extra weaponry in case there's an attack. I don't know. I figured it'd be a good idea. I don't ever ask them if they use this building. I just kind of mind my own business when I come here. The Vault Tech guy, he's on like a weird vacation. He's like glitched in my game. I can't tell him to do anything. The back wall I built mainly around the windmill and the ranch. I was going to do the whole wall all the way around, but I decided we'll slap some turrets up there, keeping it kind of lore friendly, I don't know about you guys, but these like god raids are looking a little weird. Gosh, dang, it's foggy. Hold on, everybody. These are the things you can't plan for in Hollywood, I mean, you probably can. It probably works very similar to this, but boom, that looks a little better. I don't know. It was real like sunny this morning, real pretty. This is a guard tower I built. Oh, maybe they did get a hold of a Brotherhood. Anyway, he keeps an eye out over the rest of the woods out here. I think there's super mutants on the other side that I had to take care of, but some new ones will always move in, so we always got to stay vigilant, stay on top of things. That's how you survive out in the Commonwealth. Me. Scoot around here real quick. This is one of the Sim Settlements 2 plots that Wise Man is working so elegantly, as you can tell. Just in keeping with the Brahmin, I changed the fence a little bit. So if you're familiar with Sim Settlements 2, some of the plots, I kind of had to change things up, add a couple things like a little water trough and put some different, whatever the little feed troughs. As for the rest of the ghouls, all the farmers that are here whenever you get here, I decided to build them a cool little greenhouse. Kind of like the one at County Crossing. Just looks a little bigger, I think. So they have all kinds of different crops as opposed to just corn, I think is all they grow when you get here. Corn and tarberry, that's like a really kind of trash diet. So now it's a little more diversified. And just, some tools for the job. Around here, this little like area I got with the pool table, the whole get up here. This was going to be where I was going to put the Vault Tech guy before I found out that I couldn't tell him what to do. He's a free spirit. So now I got this British ghoul chick that complains a lot. But what are you going to do? So she has, a couple of wares. She grows some little flowers. That's always nice. And this is actually like the edge of the settlement in a way, at least the walled part. So I have a guard up here. As you can see, she likes guns, I guess. And so she kind of polices the area. There is another guard post out there, if you can see it. But that's just to kind of keep an eye on that Deathclaw that always spawns over there. I was gonna originally build in the diner that's here, but by the time I got halfway done with this and I had already built like a little restaurant, I'm like, well, it doesn't really make sense to do two. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll make it like a player home. And I was like, yeah. So I unfortunately didn't use the diner this go around. Maybe I'll do another video in the future here, maybe a different build. But for this one, wasn't in the plans. That is the wall right there, if you can see it. That's the little wall, and then it's just connected up there. So there's nothing past this little cliff that's right there, just the water. I assume they found a way to figure out plumbing and purifying water and all that. I didn't, some of them you just can't build it. Some of them you just got to be like, they figured it out. So here, the ghouls, they figured it out. I don't ask questions. Is it lazy? Maybe. But this is my settlement tour, not yours. So you let me know in the comments if it's lazy. I don't think it is. But, oh well. Here, the ghouls stay fit. Got to have a little area to lift some weights. Stay healthy. As healthy as you can, even if you're immortal. I don't know if they can die. How old can ghouls get? I try to stay up on my lore, but let me know in the comments how old they get. But anyway, I kept this area the same. I'll get over there in a sec. I want to show you guys something cool. So with my thought process here is the ghouls being pre-war, they had a lot of the old world commodities. And so I figure because their skin's all wrinkly and not as pretty as it once was, they would build, a little sauna. The only sauna in the Commonwealth. So this is it. This is the little contraption. You got the coals in there, the water, the whole 9 yards. If you've ever been in a sauna, figured it out. You show me somebody else's video that's got a sauna in their slog and we'll talk. This is just the showers. That's all they are. This area was already here. I fixed the light, built them a sauna. Said you guys got it down. Over here on this other side, built a pretty fireplace. Everybody loves that. This guy, he'll check you in. You sit down. This is if you get shot. You have a tummy ache, cold, whatever you're calling into work for. But you'll come see these guys, and they run the clinic out here. So they have all kinds of good stuff to get you back on your feet, get you out of here, and take your caps. It's like I was going to build the little chem bath thing, but I couldn't find it. It's in there somewhere. So I just kept the little regular shower and we can all just pretend together. But yeah, I kept this area pretty much similar except for a handful of things. Out here, if you prefer a more traditional method of medicine, let me show you guys what I got in this little bus. This is where one of our ghouls stays. She's real cool, as you could tell. Look at that. A little witch doctor. I've always wanted to make one. I feel like Fallout, hand in hand with Skyrim, is the universe for it. So if you have, I don't know, maybe you don't trust the vaccines or something. Whatever it is, you come see this girl. So I get the best of both worlds, no matter where you fall on the medical spectrum. This area over here, if you saw the sign in the front, and this is the only time I'm ever going to acknowledge this in any of my videos, because they're in all of them, and you guys can go back and you can watch all my videos again. But I leave rail signs because my girl, my character here, she's closely affiliated with those guys. And so I always try to put some places to help the synths. I think the castle doesn't have one, but it's like the castle. So I kind of just let them know, hey, don't go to the castle. You go everywhere else. So this is where a synth would stay. If I'm trying to get them, to a safe house, what have you, I got a little radio here so they can call headquarters or whoever they need to call, however the specifics of it do. Desdemona has me doing a million different jobs. But I figure if anybody comes knocking, they can look out, they can see what's up before they open the door. You stay here for a night, you get moving. The ghouls don't ask too many questions. It's a cool little arrangement. So as you guys can see, the living area is going to be the top of this thing. Originally it wasn't. Originally I built out there and I put houses out there and I changed my mind and built this whole thing. And it actually ended up being pretty cool. So I'll show you guys what this whole thing is. It's just a bunch of different little structures. You know, I put like the concrete up so make it look like this building was 2-story at one point. And then maybe they just kind of worked around it. Kind of like how the rest of the buildings are in the Commonwealth. You know, they just build all these different wood and metal structures around the buildings that are already there. So I figured I would do the same thing and keep it lore friendly. So this is just where everybody, you know, stays. And they hang out here. So this is where 2 of the ghouls can stay. You know, it looks like they have all their stuff here. A couple of things on the shelf. Sleeping bags. Up top right here is like a little communal area. So it comes with like a really sweet view. It's just a place for the ghouls to kind of hang out, you know, do all their activities. Reminisce about the old days where cash was king, you know. Now it's caps. Let's see. Let's go back down. So this is where Wise Man and one of the ghouls stays. I gave him like a wifey. So this is like their home, as you could tell. A lady ghoul lives here. But, you know, since Wise Man's in charge, I feel like he'd get like the coolest spot. So they have like a cool little window that they'll have their breakfast and their drinks by, and they got the kitchen, and they got the fireplace, you know, the place to snuggle, some wood there. We'll take it upstairs. See what they got going on. You know, another window, because why not? Again, the essentials. Got the couple bed, so they stay snuggled up together. Nice and cold, but, you know, it's still separate until they're married. I don't know. There's only so many ways to do like double beds in this game, so I figured, oh, geez, that's embarrassing. Let me show you guys this little area. So this is like an existing piece. I don't know what to call it. This is all one whole piece, and I kind of built around it. So they have like a little workbench here, an ammo workbench, more guns, some signs. You know, this is how they would figure out what to build ammo-wise, I guess. I don't know how any of that works. That's the workbench. Everybody knows how to make ammo. You don't survive if you don't know how. Going through here, this is a cool little shack I got, but this homie has like a little parakeet, whatever they call these, little bird. Feeds it, you know, hangs out with it, hangs out with the homies here. Again, the views are like, if you guys have seen my video before, I'm big on just, I don't even know what to call it. Spaces that they'd like hang out with cool views and quiet corners and whatnot. This is where one of them would sleep, here on the little hammock bed. And they got the rest of their stuff here, growing some more stuff. Seems to be the theme around here. Let me take you up over here. This is where I assume Arlen would sleep. Why not? So he's got his own cool little area here. His comics. Little I don't know, little space to write, and then just a little area to hang out. Talk about his I don't know, I haven't done his quest in this one. I feel bad. I feel like it's like his daughter or whatever the situation is. That's what he talks about. You guys know. Don't get mad at me for it. It's where 2 of the other little ghoul farmers would stay. You know, they might not have much, but it's enough for them. That's always important. Be grateful for what you got. They also have a cool little area. Come and sit down, you know, semi-protected, semi-safe. They got a good view on who's coming in and out of town. You never know. This, I think, would be where like the doctor guys would stay. So the main surgeon would probably stay down here. His clothes and everything. You know, his fancy little desk. Cool little sleeping area, a little food, you know, a little area to chill, little planter, you know, why not? I'm just trying to make it look cool, you know. This is where that other guy would stay. He's a little more rugged, doesn't have as many nice things, but that's okay because he's got other stuff. So he stays up here. He's a little more open, you know, but it's not like, who's making that shot? I already took down everybody that's over there. There ain't nobody over there making that shot. So he's not really too worried about it. And then just another little area to chill. Some more plants. You know, just a little area to kick back. I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing, guys. If you've seen one of my videos, you know I'm not good at starting, doing, or ending these things. But that's it. That's the slog, at least the way I would see it. Tried to keep it lore friendly. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Leave a like. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like, what you would change, what you would do differently, what you thought I straight up got right, if anything. Cool part about this. Bang. Guys thought I wasn't going to give him a door. Come on. This is an amateur hour. All right, guys. That's the end of the video. How long has this already gone on? Goodness. For a minute. All right. I'll holler at you guys in the next video.